Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you are watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And joining me as always, well, I can't say always because, this man, he died. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all wish me back with the Dragon Balls.
We wished him back with the Dragon Balls, and now he is back. And it is good to say, welcome back, Rebellious D.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, you owe me and Travis a great, gratitude.
I would travel a little bit more because I had him in there with all the JoJo fans. Sorry, Trav, if you're watching.
Oh man, yeah. Hey, but look, it's good to see you back again. I see you got the Superman shirt on, and y'all already know what time it is. It's Tuesday, and we are reviewing the series finale of Black Lightning.
That's right.
So before we get into today's video, make sure that you like it, subscribe to it, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.
Podcast in the description. I'm gonna need y'all to check that out. Thanks.
That's right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So like I said, series finale, Black Lightning has had a total of 4 seasons, and this was it. Now, D, I know that you were dead, so unfortunately you didn't see the trailer for the series finale, and I was ruined and spoiled on what happened. Last week's episode, it ended so well with Jefferson being killed by Tobias, only for the CW to put this trailer out for this season that hasn't had any trailers at all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And to show that Jefferson is still alive in the trailer, I'm just like, why would you ruin that moment for us? You know what I'm saying? It's like imagine watching Endgame, right? I mean, not Endgame. Imagine the trailer for Endgame comes out and it shows that Tony Stark dies in the trailer. It's just like, well, why would you show us that Tony Stark dies?
Thanks, Dad.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like that did take away, like in my opinion, it took away from the overall feel of the final episode for the season. And I feel like if you didn't reveal that Jefferson was still alive in that trailer, it would have made it would have been a surprise. And speaking of surprises, we had China Anne McClain. She was back. The original Jennifer Pierce, she came back. Yeah. Now imagine if they would have showed that in the trailer that she was back. Like that, when she returned, I was just like, yo, I cannot believe that this is happening, because we've seen in so many TV shows where an actor or actress, they step away from the role and they're recast with another actor or actress, and that character, that actor or actress, they stay that character until the series is over. So it was awesome seeing her return, and now finding out that the Jennifer that came out of the ionosphere, it wasn't her. It just took her memories, it took her DNA, and the ionosphere, it created this being so that way it could live on Earth. Yeah. Like, how did you feel seeing that, man?
I thought it was a great shoehorn moment, and I thought it was very thoughtful too. I want to speak about the directors and the staff. I thought it was cool knowing everything that she was going through in her personal life, and them giving her the opportunity to kind of apparently clear her head, and at least gave her the opportunity to be part of the finale. I really liked seeing her back for this. It made me hyped. Yeah. She came back and fought evil JJ.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow. So how did you feel, Banks?
Hey, bro, I thought the fight was awesome. I will say that because she returned, I feel like that this fight was a lot longer than the fight that we got between Jefferson and Tobias, because I really wish that fight was long as well. But I feel like with them bringing back China, it's like you had to give the fans what they wanted, because we didn't think that she was going to come back, and I thought that the fight was awesome. I'm glad that she came back and she was able to kick JJ's ass. Now, I will say that when the original Jennifer, when she went to go fight Chief Lopez, I was expecting that fight to be a little bit longer, but she took her out in the snap of a finger.
Well, you got to think she's not a true meta. She has no idea about the power and all that stuff. So she basically went over the edge.
Well, how did you feel about her, being able to have the meta powers and just being taken out I mean, well, not taken out so fast because we already talked about that. I meant, like, how did you feel about her taking the meta boosters? Because she was so against metahumans. You know what I'm saying? It's like her husband ended up, you know, becoming a metahuman, and he ended up killing her brothers. So she hated metahumans, and she went ahead and did the one thing that she hated, and she became one.
Well,
like, how did you feel about that? Like, did you think that she should have been taken out as quickly as she did?
No, I was fine with it. I mean, she was kind of in the background most of the season. After they introduced the character, you know, she just kind of disappeared for a couple of those episodes, you know. She wasn't even mentioned or anything. And I thought it was fitting. I thought she was a scrub. But you know what we like to say, monsters aren't born, they're created. And this was another prime example. So
that's true. My only thing is that I wish that we would have found out before why she hated Meta so much. You know what I'm saying?
We spoke about this off the air.
They could have showed this, you know, episodes ago. But like you said, you know, for most of the season, she wasn't there at all. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
You know, it was interesting, you know, her and Lightning, they end up fighting each other. I thought the fight, like I said, it ended fast, but it's like I feel like they had to fit as much as they could in this because this was the series finale. I was happy that Gambi and Grace and Anissa, they were able to, you know, take down the emitter so that way everybody could get their powers back and whatnot. But while they were doing this, Anissa, she ends up getting hurt, and it's like she gets shot by a powerful DEG.
Yeah, a few of them, actually.
Yeah, a few of them. And, you know, I was talking with somebody on Twitter about this, and one of the things that they had mentioned was that they wish that Anissa would have gotten more shine in the episode as well, because like they're a huge fan of Anissa. And I want to give this person a shout out. This is at Cowboy VXL 65703, and that was one of their things that they wanted to see because they've been a fan of Anissa since the show started, just like you have. And you know, it's like I said, it's the season finale. At least Anissa, she did get to do something in the finale.
She got the suit too.
Yeah, she had the suit. Her and Grace, they were able to kick some ass, and they were able to take out the emitter. You know,
and I was a little worried. Yeah, and I was a little worried, Banks. Not to butt in, but when they were, you know, charging the location of the emitter, and Grace is like dressed like she's going to a book club, I was like, what do we got going on? But then they quickly changed her into her costume, so I was okay with it. I was like, where are they going? Book club? Or so I had a problem with that. I was like, why is she not in costume? This is the big it. So it was fun to see him in action again. You know, hands down one of the best episodes of the season.
I agree with you on that, man. Like there was so much that was wrapped up in this. I mean, we see Khalil, TK comes to Khalil and he lets him know that, you know, I'm able to get the
kill order removed.
Yeah, the kill order removed. But in order for me to do this, it's like you won't be able to remember anything about the Pierces.
Yeah.
And, you know, Painkiller's just like, all right, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? But Khalil's just like, you know, I'm going to lose everything. I'm going to lose my feelings and my memories of Jen. And, you know, they went ahead and they went with it because now with this being in place, Painkiller wouldn't try to kill the Pierce family anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to talk about too, because like we see that Jefferson, he's underground and he's just shouting for Tobias. He has a conversation with his dad's ghost, and his dad, he gives him the motivation that he needs. And he's just like, you know, this is something that we had talked about ever since you've been wished back, is that there are times in a hero's life where they have to make those tough choices, where it's just like they have to kill the villain. And that's pretty much what Jefferson's dad was telling him. That's what Alvin told him. It's just like, hey, you know, Tobias has gotten away with way too much stuff for too long. Way too much. And it's like, it's time for you to put him down. You know what I'm saying? And Jefferson, he powers up. He gets energy from the crystals that are underground. And it was sweet because it's like now he's in the suit, he's flying in the sky, and everybody's just like, Jefferson, you're alive, and he's just like, where's Tobias? It's like,
the real Black Lightning, please stand up.
This is the Black Lightning that we've been wanting to see the entire season.
Not Jefferson sitting on the sofa with the tablet with his hood on. God.
This is Black Lightning, not the Black Lightning fighting Ishmael.
No,
not that Black Lightning. We want to see the Black Lightning that we had saw in the first 2 seasons that was out there in the streets, kicking ass, using his powers. And man, the fight between him and Tobias, man, it was epic. He flew right up in there, shocked him. Tobias was just like, is that all you got? And then they just started throwing hands.
And then Jefferson gave it to him again, and he fell down.
Yeah, he fell back.
Oh, here we go.
Bro, that fight, it was awesome, man. I just wish that it was a little bit longer, but it was awesome for what it was. And I was so happy that, Jefferson, again, it's like he, even when he was fighting Tobias, he was just like, I don't want to kill him. Because at the end of the day, Jefferson, he has a code. He is a hero. But when Tobias falls out of that window and he gets impaled by the spike that's outside of his penthouse, like Tobias, like he's sitting there flailing on the thing, and he has one last hoorah where he pulls out the pistols and he starts shooting that Black Lightning, and Black Lightning, he fries his ass, fries him to the point, bro. Fries him to the point where it's just like this man turns old. Like this is the real Tobias right here. And
I was waiting for Fatality to pop up. I'm like, good God, Jefferson. But that's the great thing about heroes and seeing them, when is enough enough? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, Tobias was just a rotten apple. He was literally a thug to the end.
Yeah, man. No, it was awesome, man. It was really awesome. Everybody was able to finally get their good moment. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'll say that for series finale, it ended on a high note, and from everything that we've been put through for this entire season, because this season it has had its highs and it's had a lot of lows, but
yes, a lot.
I'll say that they wrapped this up beautifully.
I want to ask you, Banks.
Go ahead.
Now, the council that Tobias was reporting to, trying to get, become part of their their hierarchy or whatnot. Do you think we'll see them again in the Flashverse or Arrow, whatever this is called right now? Do you think they'll pop back up somewhere else?
See, now that's my only thing, man. It's like, I don't know. Because, I mean, I'll say that while the show is over now, there are things that happen in this episode, like how you just asked D about, like, well, what happens to the Shadow Council now? Because it's like they made their appearance and Tobias was pretty much their leader now. But now that he's dead, and this is something else too, like, I don't understand why Black Lightning just left his body. You know what I'm saying? That. It's just like, why didn't they call the police to come and get him? It's like, hey, Tobias is dead. Y'all need to come get his body.
Well, he is the mayor, so I guess it'll pop up sooner or later. It is a very weird situation because he is the mayor.
Yeah.
And it's like, there was where do they go from here? Then you also get the payoff or the Lala drop at the end.
Yeah. And that's what I wanted to bring up too. Yeah. Lala's back now. He came out of his stone statue because when Black Lightning and Tobias were fighting, I believe Tobias, he threw Black Lightning into it. And it's like, he's back now. And like, that was one of the things, because he's standing over the city. Now that Tobias is gone, he can pretty much take over now. He has nobody in his way. Does that mean that he has the Cobra Cartel under his thumb now as well? Like, who knows? Like, these are questions that we would only see if they do continue the series. The final moments of the show, we see Jefferson let Lightning and Thunder know that he's stepping down from the role of Black Lightning. Yeah. And he pretty much passes the torch to them and Wild, Grace. Yeah. And let them know that it's just like, you guys are the new protectors of Freeland. Lynn, she lets everybody know that her and Jefferson, they went to counseling. They've been working on their issues and whatnot. And now they're going to remarry each other. And then Gamby, he tells TC, hey, I'm stepping down too. but you know, I'm going to be here to help you for whatever you need help with. Same thing like with Black Lightning. He said he'll still be there to help advise them, but he's retired.
Exactly.
You know,
I mean, I thought it was cool and it was appropriate.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
it was. Now to go back to what you were saying about Lala, you know, it's just interesting because it's like, where do we go from here? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's just kind of like they presented Thunder and Lightning with, you know, who could be their antagonist if they choose to even not necessarily give them their own spinoff, but to feature them somewhere else, like in Flash or something like that. It gives them somebody that Flash could pop up and they could be in the middle of a gunfight with the 100. You know, it could be something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll just see, to feature the characters. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll definitely see about that. Now, one thing that I wanted to bring up was I had posted on Twitter earlier today, and I asked everybody, like, you know, what do you want to see now that the show is over? You know, what spinoffs do you want to see? And I asked if you wanted to see a Thunder and Lightning spinoff, a Painkiller spinoff, or if you just wanted to see the heroes appear in another Arrowverse show. Now, at 66.7%, everybody wants to see a Painkiller spinoff. The Thunder and Lightning is at 25%, and the Arrowverse show is at 8.3%. So I do want to say thank you to everybody who participated in that poll that I had put up earlier, because it is interesting. I know that that's something that me and you had talked about before, was that we loved Painkiller this season because it was a breath of fresh air.
Yes,
because most of the season it was just everybody bickering with each other. But when they brought Painkiller back, that was the most action that we were getting on the show. Now, I will say that it has been said that the Painkiller show, it hasn't been greenlit. Same thing with Thunder and Lightning. You know, most of the time with these shows, it's like they put it in the ether, but there's no confirmation if it's going to come out or not. Now, if anything, I could possibly see a Thunder and Lightning show happening before the Painkiller show, and they could just find a way for Painkiller to be on Thunder and Lightning.
Yeah, easily.
And for Jennifer to try to, win him over again. It would kind of be similar to Star-Lord and Gamora.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's a fresh take, you know?
Yep.
And so, I mean, it would be pretty interesting to see what would happen next.
I definitely think it would be easy to shoehorn him in. Like season 1 of Thunder and Lightning, episode 5 or 6.
Yeah.
You know, they find out that there's somebody else cleaning up another part of the city, and it's Khalil. You know, it's Painkiller, but he has no recollection. Very easy to play that in. So
yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, man. Overall,
what do you give it?
That's what I was just about to ask you.
Nah, I got you first. See, I'm back.
You know, overall this season, like I said, it's had its highs and it's had its lows. If I was going to give this season an overall rating 1 out of 10, I would give it, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And the only reason why I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 is because there were some episodes that were really, really good.
I think it just get lost in the sauce with that dry spell.
Yeah.
You know, the middle of the cake here was pretty dry. You know, there was some bad episodes. Yeah.
That, and, you know, just the constant bickering and arguing.
We talked about that.
But I'll say, you know, bringing back China for the series finale, that saved it for me. Bringing in Painkiller.
That was a big moment for me. Really big moment.
Yeah. I mean, man, if he wasn't on the show, if Painkiller wasn't on the show, like, where would we go?
Yeah,
because it was like it would have just been nothing but arguments all the time.
Yeah, if we were, that was the equivalent if we were in an anime or a cartoon and our backs were against the wall, Painkiller came in there to save us when nobody knew who was saving us.
Yeah.
Because it was just that bad, everybody. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. What would you give it 1 out of 10 for that?
I'm riding with you with a 7. I do think that the beginning and the end really helped it. Didn't do themselves any justice in the middle of the season. But bringing back China was huge.
Yeah.
And just kind of wrapping it up with a nice, neat bow. I mean, it got a little messy, but I forgive him, you know?
Yeah, no,
because the ending was very Tobias was due to get his just due. So that was very satisfying, getting Chief Lopez out of there. You get Lala back, and you just kind of seal everything up. So yeah, 7 out of 10.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. Now I will tell you that it is a possibility that Ishmael may return.
Now,
and the reason why I say this is because remember he was trying to get into the League of Assassins, and I believe he was only 6 kills away from joining.
They're going to take him to the Lazarus.
Yeah, I really do, because I'm pretty sure that they're going to see. You know, it's like this guy, like he was good. Like, I mean, when he fought Painkiller, the only reason why he lost was because that blood got on the hilt of the blade. But he was going to beat Painkiller. You know what I'm saying?
You think so?
Yeah, bro, I really think.
But did he though?
No, he did not, and thank God, because I mean, Ishmael, he was just one of those characters where it's just like, I wasn't really a fan of him. I mean, we've talked about him up here before, but
I can't wait till Halloween. I'll tell you that much.
Are you gonna cosplay as Ishmael?
I might. I just might.
Oh, Jesus!
This year, the Halloween party.
But you know, in other news too, because since we are wrapping up our Black Lightning reviews now, it's been announced by the CW that they have a new superhero show called Naomi, which is going to be directed by Ava DuVernay. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know who Ava DuVernay is, she has directed some hits. You know, she's a big name when it's come to the projects that she's worked on and whatnot. And she had said on Twitter, the origin story of a new hero, Naomi, is now officially a series on the CW. Many hands and hearts went into bringing this saga to the screen. And then she pretty much thanked her crew, and, you know, she just wants to let everybody know that Naomi is coming out. And she said that the actress who is going to be playing Naomi, you will shine. You know, this is going to be your moment. Now, to let everybody know who Naomi is, I didn't really do my research on who the character is. Like, I didn't go in depth with it, but Naomi, she is a part of Young Justice in the comics.
Okay.
So she is a big part of that team.
Any background on her powers?
No, I don't know what her powers are either, but I can look it up real quick.
Yeah,
but they
I'll
said
look into her as well.
The description of the show is, it follows a teen girl's journey from her small northwestern town to the heights of the multiverse. When a supernatural event shakes her hometown to the core, Naomi sets out to uncover its origins, and what she discovers will challenge everything we believe about our heroes. So, I mean, with them already saying that the multiverse is going to be involved, that just means that she possibly will be in a bunch of the Arrowverse multiverses. I mean, we know right now that like Black Lightning and all of Black Lightning, Supergirl, they all take place in the Flash in the Arrowverse, the main, like Earth 1. There we go, Earth 1. And then Stargirl takes place in Earth 2. And then, of course, you know, Legends of Tomorrow, they're all over time. So they're really not in I guess you could say that they're in Earth 1, but they're all over different timelines and whatnot. So
that's a sticky one.
Exactly. So, I mean, like, of course, like we always say here, we'll give it a try. We'll check into it, see what it's about. I mean, like with Superman and Lois and with Stargirl, well, I'm not going to count Stargirl because that was another show on another network. But with Superman and Lois, the CW has shown that they can still put out really good content.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I will say, since you mentioned it, I will say that Supergirl had really good quality to it once, you know, they got brought over. The Flash is another one. They were good. I just felt like some of them go too long. Yeah. You know, it's like, how many seasons are you going to make a show about Supergirl, you know, for example? But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we definitely will, man.
Yeah.
And,
looking forward to it.
Well, with that being said, you know, thank you everybody for tuning in every week to see me and Rebellious D talk about Black Lightning. You know,
that's
what I'm
right.
saying? It's been a great ride, and I'm glad that we had the opportunity to do this. I'm glad that the CW, they took a chance with bringing Black Lightning to their network and introducing him to a lot of fans that possibly didn't know who Black Lightning was. One of the things that I do hope that we continue seeing is much diversity in the world of superheroes, because, you know, Black superheroes, while they do exist in the comics, we still don't really see a lot of them when it comes to mainstream television shows. And I'm happy that, we have Black Lightning. We had, we have Sam Wilson, the new Captain America. We have him now. It's like, they're so far in between. And I just want to see more Black superheroes on screen and on the big screen. I mean, on the big screen, we had Black Panther. We had Cyborg. So I'm all for it.
Now, do you think it's out of the stretch of an imagination, since we're wrapping it up? Last question for you. Do you think it's a stretch to say we might get a Steel cartoon or a TV show? I mean, he's just a guy cleaning up his neighborhood. Really?
I'd be down for it.
I think that now might be the right time for something like that. That's why I bring it up. They could totally do it. They do everything else.
It's crazy because me and Griff, we was just talking about Steel because we was talking about Shaq earlier.
Yeah, I think it would be very appropriate right now.
Yeah, I'd be down for them to revamp Steel because I mean he's just like Black Lightning, like how you said he's like Luke Cage. He's not a big name superhero. He's
clean up his neighborhood.
Yeah, he's more of a I'm going to clean up my neighborhood, but when you need me, I'll be there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly.
I'd be down for a Steel show.
I like it.
Hopefully the people over at the CW, they've been watching our videos and just like, hey, those guys know what they're talking about. Let's make a Steel show.
That's right. Like, follow, subscribe.
There you go. And with that being said, thank you everybody for watching these videos. Let us know in the comments how you felt about the series finale, how you felt about the whole season overall. Let us know how you felt about the whole series overall.
Exactly.
Make sure that you check out some of our other reviews and interviews that we have here on the channel. D, let them know where they can find you at in social media land.
With pleasure, my brother. That's going to be rebellious _D23 at Instagram.com. And Banks, since Black Lightning is retired, if they need a hero, tell them where they can find one.
You can find me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. And you can find me on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you again for watching all of our Black Lightning video reviews. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Like I always say, keep that pinky up and stay positive. Peace.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Podcast, we got that too. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for further episodes and notifications. Thanks a lot to our patrons. And if you don't mind, join the Patreon. We'll be having new specials coming up soon.